Grace and peace, my beloved friends. Welcome to another week of Love on Purpose with Pastor Roz. I am Roz Brown from Richmond, Virginia, and I am so happy that you've joined us for another word for the week. And what is the word for the week? The word for the week is a word that'll help you live better, live stronger, love better, love stronger, and hopefully help you make it through the week. And what is the word for this week? The word for this week is resist. That's right. I want to talk to you this week about the power of resistance. So many times in life, we face so much temptation. We struggle with so many things, and we face the issue of resistance, or we face the challenge of resistance. Earlier today, I was in an appointment with my doctor, my pretty much health and wellness doctor, Dr. Susan Wolver, who's also the keto doctor for VCU Medical. And, as I was in a session with her on today, I was talking about the struggle with temptation, um, with so many temptations all around. Sometimes it makes where I am right now in my journey, to be honest, battling obesity, battling weight gain, and challenges that many of us, I mean, the majority of probably the nation faces. And so many times when we're in these battles, when we're trying new medication and we're trying new choices and trying to make decisions, I'm considering surgery and different things that are available. And to be transparent, in this journey and in, um, you know, seeking help and struggling with this issue that I struggle with all my life, sometimes the issue that we deal with is temptation. And that's not just an issue that you deal with when you're on a journey with trying to, deal with weight. It's a issue that almost every one of us deal with in life. Temptation and struggles to be tempted by the choices of doing right and doing wrong, or going the right way or going the wrong way, or saying the right thing and saying the wrong thing. And I was sharing with her, at a place where I am right now in my life, with work and situations. We've been at work for the last couple of weeks, and at first it was like Employee Appreciation Week. So, my boss started bringing in snacks and cookies and chips and things, and then buying lunch for the employees. Well, the week is over, and we got stacked snacks piled up halfway to our ears all over the office. And with this journey that I'm on, that ain't helping me. And I was telling my doctor today, I was like, my issue right now is temptation. Battling, like, all of this stuff is all around me every day. And, it's hard to say no when things are looking you in your face. It's hard to say no when, things are readily available. And so we face temptation. And she began to say to me, that even, like, since 2020, and, to see how the world, how we deal with things. And so, when times got hard, she was saying, even in the hospitals, as treats for the nurses and the medical staff, and, they would bring in cartloads of snacks and treats and ice cream and cakes and pies and chips and sugar. And, she made a point. She was like, we're not giving you treats. The ultimate thing that's happening is we're giving you poison. We're giving you things that are ultimately not helping you, they're hurting you. We're treating you. And sometimes I'm like, at home, I got kids 9 years old, 4 years old, 13 and 15. you know we bring them what we call quote unquote treats. But is it a treat when it's something that ultimately is not helping them, especially when you have children that have your behavioral issues, and sugar is a known factor in what does not help behavior issues. And so, she began to talk to me, and she said, yes, you can talk to those around you and try to help them understand that these are not treats that help people, that are, good for us. They're not good treats. They're toxic treats. They're poisonous treats. They're really bad treats. But even if the treats are never removed, there's something that's got to connect in you. Where at some point that she said, I think she said, you have got to stop caving. Because caving into the cravings. We cave into the cravings. And at some point, there's got to be something in you that says, I got to make the decision to be better for myself. And my reward has got to be, at the end of the day, I didn't cave in. At some point, there's got to be something in you that said, for the sake of my life, for the sake of my health, I'm going to do better. I'm going to resist. And she began to say, the more you resist, the easier it will become to resist. And when she said that, my mind quickly went to the book of James in the Bible, chapter number 4 and verse number 7. And the B clause says, resist the devil and he will flee. But go back. In the A clause, it says, submit yourselves to God. Resist the devil. Part 1, submit yourselves to God. Part 2, resist the devil and he will flee. And you can say, resist temptation and it will flee. Resist the enemy and he will flee. The Bible cannot lie. And at some point, we have to come into connection with the power of resistance. And things are not going to change as long as we keep letting it come in. Well, I'll just have a little bit of treat. Well, I'll just have a Reese's today. Well, I'll just have 4 Hershey's Kisses. And 4 Hershey's Kisses leads to oatmeal cream pies. And then it leads to a bag of Cheetos. And then it leads to a bag of chips. And by the end of the day, you're frustrated with yourself because you're not submitting to the power of resistance. The beginning says, submit yourselves to God. And submit means to yield, or to give yourself to someone else or a higher authority. It means to give, to yield to. So when we submit ourselves to God, earlier this week I saw a clip with Leroy Thompson, and he kept saying, give your body back to God. Give your body back to God. God is the one that made us. We belong to God. It is he that has made us, not we ourselves. But when we learn to submit our bodies to a higher power, the second part says submit, then it says resist. Submit and resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Resist temptation, and it will flee from you. She began to say, the more you resist, the easier resistance will become. If you've ever worked out in the gym, you'll work out and they'll start out with some 5-pound weights. And in the beginning, the more you do your reps, it'll become difficult. But after a while, they'll put higher weights on that to build up your resistance. And it will become harder and harder to lift those weights, but you will become stronger and stronger. So when you get to the point of lifting 20-pound weights, a 5-pound weight don't mean nothing to you. And then when you move up to your 30-pound weight, when they put 30 pounds on the bar, you look at 10 pounds and that'll mean nothing to you. So what I'm saying to you is, the more you resist, the more you build up your resistance, the things that used to become difficult will be nothing to you. My challenge to you this week, my friend, is to build up your resistance. In the Message Bible, James chapter 4 and verse number 7 says, submit yourself or yield to God. It says, yell a loud no to the devil and whisper a yes to God. If you yell a loud no to the devil, he will flee. He will become quickly scarce from you. And then give a soft yes unto God. And God will be there before you know it. It says, yell a loud no to tell the devil, no, I'm not having it. No, I'm not doing it. No, you're not going to keep tempting me. And then give a yes to God. And God will be there in no time. You will see that God is there. Not only will he be there, he's already there. Submit yourselves to God, and you will see that he is there. Resist the devil, and he will flee. I know I took a few extra minutes today, but I thought it was so important, so imperative. I was so blessed by these words, and it's taken me mentally to another place. This week, I want to practice the power of resistance. My word for you this week is resist. Resist the devil. Resist temptation. Resist the cake. Resist the cookies. And guess what? They will flee. Before you know it, they will be gone. Before you know it, you will be on the other side of temptation. Resist the enemy that's fighting with your health, the enemy that's fighting your well-being, the enemy that's fighting your better self. Resist the enemy, resist temptation, resist the devil, and he will flee. With all of that being said, I want you to have a wonderful week in Jesus. I want you to have a powerfully resistant week in Jesus. I want you to know that God loves you so much. I want you to know that I love you so much. I want you to be blessed, beloved. Be sweet, beloved. Until next week, beloved, have a wonderful, resistant week in Jesus. And embrace the magnificent love, peace, and blessings all over your life until we meet again. Be resistant, beloved. God bless you.